Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So guys, this is the third session for Protractor. I hope you guys are liking this series. And today I'm going to cover how to interact with different elements. And today I'll show you that how to write multiple scenarios, okay, in Protractor. Just like we have multiple @test annotations in JUnit and testng. Same thing, similar kind of thing, we can do it in Protractor as well. So I have this AngularJS application. It's a very simple application that I have picked it up. And let's see, this is the URL. And you just need to, what you have to do that, okay, you have to enter something over here. Let's say I'm entering 1 plus 2 and then click on go. Then you will see that, okay, after some time, 3 is coming. And then we will see that 3 is coming or not, the correct result is coming or not, or maybe some negative scenarios we will write, or we will not negative exactly, we will see the maybe some assertion we will see, and then we will see the 1 plus 2 should be equal to 3, but we will expect some 5 which is not equal to 3, and then test case will be failed, something like this. So first I'll show you that, okay, how to fill this value, and with the help of different locators are available, and then we will click on this go button, and then we will verify this result over here, right? So let's do that. So I have created one spec.js file. This is a blank spec.js, and the previous spec.js I have created like this spec1.js. I have taken the backup, and then I'll let's see, later on I'll show you that, okay, how to execute multiple specs together, but let's concentrate on this thing first, that spec.js I have created a new blank file, and then configure.js file is as it is will remain same. Make sure that, okay, you have given the path properly, and your Selenium address, that Selenium WebDriver Manager, your WebDriver Manager is up and running properly. Okay, so my WebDriver Manager is up and running properly. You can check it over here. It's up and running, and let's write the script now. So again, we know that, okay, this is my spec.js. We know we have to start with this describe function. Let's see, my describe function is this, that my function name is, let's see, I would write multiple elements. Okay, multiple elements is my function, and just write comma function, right? And then we will write, you know, we should have at least one it function. It means it representing a function, or it representing a test case actually. So it, that we will write, let's see, we will add something 1 plus 2 like this, or 1 plus 2, and click on go button. So we should have like maybe simple language, let's see, should add 1 and 2. This is a simple test case I have written, and then comma function, right? And what exactly I'm gonna do, it's saying that, okay, it's fine. Okay, so here it is expecting this also. Okay, and after describe also we have to write like this, and we have to close it over here as well. We have to be very careful with these brackets, guys. Okay, so I have this one describe and one it, and inside this it we will write our code, and we will solve this problem, don't worry about that. So okay, let me close this thing, and then inside it, let's see, first I'm going to launch the browser. So we have this browser dot browser dot get, and inside this get I launch the URL. So let's see, my URL is this, and this is the URL, and then what I have to do, I have to enter something over here. So I inspect this, and then the moment I inspect, I see that, okay, it's written by first ng model, so I'll be using by dot model. So there is a shortcut, as I told you, that element by model. So element by model, the model value is this first. I'll take it from here. So element by model dot I'll be using send keys, let's see, I'm passing 1, and same thing for other. This is the second element, and then this is ng model is equal to second. So I'll be using like this, by model second dot send keys. I'll be using 2 like this, and then I have to click on go button. So I have to spy go button. It's written that id. So id is available, model is not there, so I'll be using id. So by.id is also supported in Protractor. So element by id is this go button, and simple dot click method is there. Okay, so it will click on it, and then first it will enter 1 and 2, then it will click on the go button. So the moment I write 1 plus 2, click on go button. After doing this processing, it's showing 3. So I have to verify 3 also. So verify 3. 3 is written by h2, where a class is available. So I'll be using this class, but I have to verify it. So how to do that? We will be using expect keyword, which is coming from Jasmine. So expect what? I'm expecting that element, right, by dot class name. And what is the class name? My class name is this ng binding. Okay, ng binding dot, so we have dot get text method, right, dot get text, and then it should equal to what? It should equal to, let's see, we are 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So I'll be writing 3 over here. So this is the thing, that this is the assertion which is coming from Jasmine, that expect element by dot class name ng binding get the text of this particular element, just like we have in Selenium, Java, driver dot find element by dot id or by dot xpath or by dot class name dot get text, and simple assert equal 3. So here we have to write assertion like this: expect element by dot class name ng binding dot get text, and it should be equal to 3. And then we have to close this it function. So it is ending over here, and then after that it function also we have to close it like this, and then we have to close describe also like this. Now the error is gone, and let me remove this unnecessary spacing. Okay, so this is a simple test case I have written with the I'm using by.model, by.id, and by.class name. Also we can use other locators also will work: by.xpath, by.id, by.name, by.model, by.binding. All these things will work. So let's run it. So how to run? Simple. Say Protractor conf.js. So it should launch your browser. So it's launching my browser. Oh, it's done. It's saying some failure, that okay, 0 to equal to, oh, see, 1 and 2 I have to write inside single quotes. Oh no, it's okay, that's fine, that is perfectly fine. Let's see, run it again. Expected 0 to equal 3. Okay, so we will see, maybe it's showing 0. So let's run it again. Okay, so by default it's coming 0, so it's not entering the value. So let's see what is the problem. So it's entering the URL, and then by.model first and dot send keys 1. Let me check the error once again. Okay, let me check. I think let me just remove this line and paste it again. Sometimes it's problem with Visual Studio Code. Now let me run it again. Let's see. So Protractor conf.js, and now it should launch the browser, and see it's entering 1 and 2. Clicking on go button, taking 3, and validating. Test case is passed, right? And test case is absolutely working fine. You can see that, okay, it's in green dot. Green dot means the test case is passed, 0 failures are there. After this conf.js execution, this is absolutely working fine. So my test case got passed. So this is how we put assertion, and by using by.model or by.id and such kind of thing over here. Right, so let me do one thing. Let me copy this entire stuff and then I'll put it as spec1.js, the previous file where, okay, and then let me close it and let me save this spec.js. Now what I'm going to do, guys, that I'm going to show you that how to write multiple scenarios. Okay, we have to write multiple it scenarios now. Multiple test cases we have to write. Maybe 1 plus 2 equal to it should be equal to 3, and 2 plus 4 is equal to 6, and then get the title of the page, and then maybe get the text from the specific text field. So multiple, maybe 2 or 3 scenarios, test cases we will be writing. And just like we have at the before method in test.ng, we have before each method, that before each and every test case we have to launch the browser. Right, we have to launch the browser. Just like, remember, in test.ng we have setup method and at the before method. We used to launch the browser before each and every test case, and then browser will be closed automatically. So here in Protractor, no need to write driver.quit, automatically it will be closed. But we have to launch the browser before each and every test case. So how to do that? And then we will describe, we will define our page objects also over here. So simple, I'm not covering page object model, but how to define the locators in the page objects also you can define like this. So let's see, describe, I'm describing this, that let's see, my test case is that multiple scenarios. Okay, multiple scenarios, and comma, this is the function. Let me minimize this. Yeah, so this is the function, and the function will be like this, right? And what I'm going to do that I'm going to enter something over here. Let me refresh this page. So what I'm doing that I'll enter, let's see, first time 1 and second time 2, and then click on go. So simple function, I'll write that, okay, and let's see, first function I'm going to write that, okay, it should have the title as super calculator. You can see that the title of the page is super calculator. If you mouse over, the title of the page is super calculator, right? So how to get the title? So quickly we will do one thing, that I'll write one before each method is there, guys. Before each function, which is coming from Jasmine library, and this is a function like this. If you really want to use the function name, you can write the function name, but you can write before each function, and I'll be writing like this, before each function. Let me remove this, and then here what I want, that, okay, I want that browser, okay, dot get, just a minute, browser dot get, and what is your URL? So I want to launch my URL before each and every test case. So this is my test case, and put a semicolon, and after that I want to close this. Sorry, like so, browse before each, and then what I'm gonna do, let me close this. So before each is closed, and this is also closed like this. The describe also got closed. Let me remove this. Okay, so once you write these kind of code, right, then you will get to know where exactly we have to put the bracket and everything. It's very simple, don't worry. Now we have to write multiple it. Okay, so let's see, my first it is a function that my function name is, let's see, should have a title. Simple, it should have a title, or maybe verify, we can write verify the title, whatever the function name you want to give. You can give any function name, and then this is the starting bracket, and then I'm writing like this. Okay, and then I'm using same thing, expect, that what exactly you are expecting. I'm expecting that browser dot get title. What is my title? Browser dot get title, it should be browser dot get title, it should be equal to dot to equal, it should be equal to what? It should be equal to the title of this page. So you can see that super calculator is the title of the page. Super S capital C capital. So I'll be writing super calculator and then semicolon. And then this function is closed. It test case is closed. So this is my first test case. Okay. So I'll write like this. This is my test case number 1. Now I'll be writing test case number 2. So let me just copy this thing and then we will paste it over here so that and then this is my test case number 2. What is your test case number 2? My test case number 2 is that should add 1 and 2. So should add 1 and 2. Right, it should add 1 and 2, and then I'll remove this and it should 1 and 2. So what exactly I'm going to do that? Okay, again I have to enter first value and the second value and the click on go button. So I'll create these variables as a global variable immediately after my describe. So how to do that? So I'll, one keyword is there, var keyword variable, and then let's see, my first number is equal to element, sorry, small element by, okay, element by model. What is your model name? My model name is the first, the model name is this first. Okay, and then paste it over here. Right, that's it. And then for second number also, so I'll write like this, second number. Okay, the model name is second, and after that I have to create for go button also. So let's see, variable go button, I'll write like this, go button is equal to element by dot id. For go button we have id. So what is the id value? The id is the go button id. We will see the id is button, go button. We don't have any model, so we are not using model over here, we are using go button. So the id is go button. Cool. So for go button also this is done. Now what I have to do, let me put it over here, one bracket like this. Yeah. Now what we have to do that the 3 is also coming, so the result is coming, so we have to check. So we have already seen this is spec1.js. so let's see, I'll be taking this class name like this to here. Okay, so this is the thing, semicolon, and this is your variable is equal to result is equal to this. Okay, so result is equal to this I have written, and let me remove this element, leave like this. Okay, so these variables globally I have declared immediately after my describe. This is just like a class of something like this, although it's a function, but these are the global variables I have declared, guys. Now what I'm going to do that test case number 2, that we have this first number. So how we'll write first number dot send keys method is there. Okay, so send first number, send keys, what I want to pass 1, right? And the same thing for second number dot send keys, I'll pass 2, and then simple, I'll click on go button. So go button dot click, just like I've created elements already, and dot click function is there, dot click, and then I'm gonna verify. How to verify that? Expect. What are you expecting? I'm expecting that whatever the result, okay, from this result get the text result dot get text and dot to equal what? It should be equal to, so 1 and 2, it should be equal to 3. So it should equal to 3. Okay, and yeah, So it should be equal to 3. So this is also I have written, and then the it is also done. So in spec 1 also we have written like this, element by dot model or something like this, and then all the things we have written, send keys and all these things we are passing over here. So let's see. So it is these two test cases are working or not. So let's run it. Protractor conf.js. Let's see. First time browser is getting launched. It will take the title. Maybe yeah. 1 and 2 is entering. Two test cases. It was so fast that okay, two test cases got executed immediately. So let's run it again. So let's see. First time it's launching the browser. Taking the title. It's already taken. The title is already taken, and then it's absolutely running fine. Right. So this is how we have written that before each okay is run before every it. So before each will be executed, guys, always remember that before each is a function which will be executed before every it. So now we will write a third test case as well, test case number 3. So for test case number 3, let's see something I'll write that should add 4 and 6 also. Let's see, I'll be just copy paste this thing, and then I'll be passing 4 and 6. So let's see, 4 and 6, it should be equal to 10. So this is also test case number 3 I have written. And one more test case, the last test case, I'll be writing test case number 4, that what should I write? Let's see, it, and what exactly I'm going to do that, let's say I'll be passing, let's see, some value over here, let's see 1, and then I'll take the value from here. So how to get the value? Remember in Selenium we have get attribute, and we have to pass the value if you want to capture any value from the text field. So we have one get attribute method is there, and then we will pick the value. So get attribute a value we will pick. So how to do that? So simple it, I'll be writing, let's see, should read the value from an input field, from an input like this, comma, function, right? And then this is the bracket like this, and then what exactly we are expecting? We are expecting that first we will enter this first number dot send keys, first number dot send keys, let's say I'm passing 5, right? And then what exactly I'm expecting, expect whatever the attribute, we will take the attribute first number from this particular text field, dot get attribute method is there, dot get attribute, we will pick the value. Which attribute? The value attribute. This is the way we used to do it in Selenium also, right? Driver dot find element by dot whatever the by dot xpath or by dot id dot get attribute, and we will pass the value. So it will take whatever the value is available inside the text field, it will pick, and then we will validate it. So it should be equal to equal, okay, it should be equal to 5. So whatever the value we are capturing, we have first entered the value as 5, and then same value we are capturing is 5, and then semicolon, and then this will be closed like this, okay, and this describe is getting ended over here as well. So you can see this long line describe, it's starting here, you can see ending over here. Same before each, test case number 1, test case number 2, test case number 3, test case number 4. So number of test cases, and you can collapse like this as well, number 3 and number 4, right? So let's run it again and we'll see it is working or not. Okay, so let's run Protractor conf.js and we will see it's 1 plus 2, 4 plus 6, and then test case is done, and then you will see that okay, 4 specs are there and then 0 failures. So before each and every test case, it's entering the browser value is this, it's not launching the browser, it's entering the URL like this. It's not launching the browser, sorry for that. But in the same browser, it's launching the URL so that its page is getting refreshed and executing all the test cases one by one. Test case number 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the test case number 4 dots are available, and then 4 specs. Mean 4 specs mean 4 specifications got passed. So this is how we guys write the test cases. So if you write some notes, so guys always remember that before each, what exactly it will do before each. This is called the method function which is run, which will be executed before every it block. Okay, I'll be writing over here that will be executed before every it. Okay, before every it block. So there are number of it blocks we have written: it 1, it 2, it 3, and it 4. Number of test cases, and these are the these are the different variables we have defined. All the, I would say, global variables I have defined, which can be used throughout your program anywhere inside the it block. And after that, simple, I'm writing all the test cases with the it block and taking the value and everything, adding a multiplication. You can perform other actions also like this. Okay, I'll show you later that how to get the value from the drop down and everything. So this is a very simple basic stuff I have created. Okay guys, one last thing that if you want to execute the same thing on Firefox, so how to do that? So if you want to execute same thing on Firefox, you have to add, by default, if you don't write any browser name over here, automatically it will take on Chrome. Okay, but if you want to execute something on Firefox, so what we have to do? So to do this thing, we have to add capabilities over here. So capabilities, okay, make sure the spelling is correct, colon, and what is a capability? My capability is browser name. Okay, and I write Firefox, browser name Firefox, and this is done. So now I have given the browser name as Firefox. Now instead of Chrome, it will launch Firefox. So let's run it again. Make sure Firefox is available on your machine. See Firefox, this is Firefox now, and all the test cases should be executed over here. See 1 plus 2, 3, 4 plus 6, 10, and then get the value, and all the 4 test cases got passed. All the 4 test cases got passed. This is the warning, guys. You can ignore this warning because multiple locators got found with the same class name, but the first result will be used. It will interact with the first locator. So all the test cases got passed on Firefox as well, right? So if you don't give any browser name, by default it will take Chrome. But if you want to use Firefox especially, you can use this. But if you want to give both the values, let's see, Firefox as well as Chrome, so you can use like this also, comma, browser name is equal to Firefox, and then browser name is equal to Chrome, like this. So, and then this is a capability, so 2 values are there, you have to make this is like an array. So it's closing over here and ending over here like this. Okay, starting in, this is the capability become an array now because 2 values are there. This is the first value and this is the second value, like this, like this. Now if you run this program, Firefox and Chrome both will be launched together. Okay, now see, I'm going to make it clear and then run it again. Oops, something is there, maybe Chrome browser name. Okay, capabilities, browser name. Okay, maybe some problem with it's saying something is deprecated, so we can ignore this. I can take this session later on. So let me check. It's saying some builder problem, but it definitely did you forget to call for browser. Target browser must be a string. So okay, Chrome. Let me check what is the issue. Okay. Because you are using two capabilities, guys. So one keyword is there that is called multi capabilities you have to use. Instead of, if you are using only single capability, only single browser name, in that case you have to use only capabilities. But if you're using two browser, it means this is multi capabilities. So you have to write like this, multi capabilities. Okay. So these are the small things, guys, you have to remember. Multi capabilities and Firefox and Google Chrome. Now let's run it again. Now you will see Firefox and Chrome both will be launched together and the execution will be executed in parallel mode. So let's run it. You will see both the browsers. This is Firefox and this is Google Chrome, and you will see the execution is running on both. See, this is Firefox and this is Chrome separately. Chrome is done, Firefox is still running. Perfect. And you will see that the result, particularly for Google Chrome first, on Google Chrome, 4 dots, 4 green dot means 4 test cases got passed, 4 test cases on Google Chrome. And same thing for Firefox, 4 green dots, 4 test cases on Firefox got passed. Perfect. Let's run it again just to showcase you once again. And then you will see that two browser, Google Chrome, and see, this is Chrome. So Chrome is very fast as compared to Firefox. See, Chrome is done, Firefox is still running, 4 plus 6, and then perfect. So both the browser got launched, and then both the test cases got passed. 4 plus 4, 8 test cases. 4 test cases got passed on the different browsers. One is on Chrome, and another is on Google, on Firefox, right? So this is how we can configure multiple capabilities. So this configuration, guys, you have to remember multi capabilities. Spec.js, you can create multiple it, and with describe it should have at least one it, and you in the particular spec.js file you can have multiple it, just like at the rate test, and before each will be executed before every it block. This is kind of precondition. Okay, so this is like that's all for today. In the next session I'll tell you that, okay, list of web elements, how to get the list. Driver.find elements method is there, remember. So how exactly we can do it over here as well, and how to get the count and everything, then I'll show you. So here we have in Selenium WebDriver with Java, we have driver.find elements. Here we have element.all method is there. So I'll tell you later how to do that. Cool. So that's all for today, guys. Please don't jump into this third session directly. Please practice with the installation and everything, and then go with the Selenium automation labs. Right? I'm pretty much sure that, guys, this is my repository. You can use it, and go to Naveen Automation Labs and clear all the Protractor things and everything over there as well. Okay, so that's all for today, and let me know if you have any issues. I hope you are liking this particular session, this video, and if you have any questions and doubts, please feel free to ask, and you can put down your comments over there. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.